Hey, hey, hey. What's
Hey,
up?
we are
Happy
here.
West Coast Wednesday. We out here and welcome to Girl Chat Sports with Mo and Mel. If you're tuning in, feel free to share with your friends and have them experience some of the goodness here. Also, go to the YouTube, subscribe. Feel free to join in on the chat. We've got a couple of great guests coming up. We're gonna change it up a little bit. It's the New Year's. We've always had some great guests. We got some great musical guests now, and they are avid sports fans as well. So we're gonna talk about that. But we definitely want to get them on. We encourage you to take part in the chat if you'd like. Ask some questions. We got a nice little video and some music to keep us going tonight on this show. So without further ado, we do want to introduce our guest for tonight, Mr. Bizkit Butta.
Hello.
Hello, guys.
Oh,
What's good?
good. Thanks for having us.
Hey, we appreciate you. Listen, we've jumped down the Bizkit and Butta rabbit hole,
I
and
just want to say
so
biscuits and butter. I want to say it like that. Like I want to say it like that. That's how I want to say it. Like that's
Yeah.
Say it how you want to say it.
I like it. I like it. It's like biscuits and butter. Yes.
It's singular though. Biscuit.
Biscuit and butter.
Yeah.
one biscuit and butter.
One and butter. Biscuit and butter. Yeah, I'm gonna get it right.
So, without you guys are have been in the big time producing game. Some big names like John Legend, TLC, Lettucey, Neo, Eric Bellinger, of course, and then the new one you've got Sean Kingston. There's a lot of names. There's a lot of people. Kind of give us a I don't know, like a cliff note version of how you guys got started. Like, where did this come from? We know you guys are both from Philly, so we're definitely going to talk about some Philly sports, but kind of get us how the two of you got together and had this harmony.
How'd y'all even hook up? Let's just
Right.
How'd y'all meet?
Was it band class? Was it band class?
Oh, yeah. High school. It wasn't. Well, actually, we were in the first period class in ninth grade, but we didn't really hang out until like summer of ninth grade. So
Yeah,
Were you guys band geeks?
we met in jazz band.
yeah, we went in jazz band.
I was a band geek too. I played a clarinette, alto sax.
Oh, that's amazing.
I still have some skills, so if y'all need me, let me know.
I ain't seen her touch an instrument in how many years
Listen,
have I
doesn't mean
known?
that I don't know how to do it. Doesn't mean that I can pull it off the shelf and bust a few little notes. Had I known, I would have pulled it out tonight. I don't think I have any good reads, though. I don't think I had any good reads. No.
Okay, so y'all met in high school.
That's definitely a thing.
But yeah, right? I need the reads. Yeah. Okay. So,
Which y'all met in high school, and I mean, did you already know that you guys are both musically inclined at that point, or did you kind of have to
Well, we went to a creative and performing arts high school. We went to Kappa. That's like where Boys and Men and Jack Sullivan and
okay.
and so it was like a arts based school. So they had drama, dance, singing, instrumental. So we were, I was in the concert band, and he was in the concert choir because he was.
And I also was in jazz band.
All right, there we go.
Jazz
That's
band.
what's up. That's what's
There
up.
you go.
But jazz band
So
is a minor class.
So
it
I
wasn't
was a
major class.
double major.
There was no such thing
I
as
was
a
a-
double major in high school.
I was the only one. It was great. You know what I'm saying? I was there by myself being the double major vocal and music instrumental.
There's no such thing as a double major.
Well, that's what I was thinking. So it's great. Yeah. So I play piano. He plays the saxophone.
When I got the yearbook,
We're gonna leave it at
he
that.
was in the yearbook as a vocal major.
Misspelling. It was a mistake. It's
All
fine. They needed to add the / instrumental, but they forgot. It's
A
okay.
whole picture. They messed
You know,
up a
it's
whole picture.
I didn't
All
want them to have to reprint it, so we're good. We're good to go.
I'm sorry, we're like this forever. We've been like
No,
this.
I
good.
love
We
the
love
energy. I'm feeling it. I love the conflicting stories on how you met, which band you were, which one was a
So
major,
ninth
which one was
grade.
a
Ninth grade
minor.
we met. Yes.
I love all of that energy that you guys have. And to keep it going for so long, like to keep your guys' relationship as out of high school, like talk about like that transition and getting into meeting some of these great artists and working with them and yourselves with your own tracks. Like talk about it.
Well, when we graduated, I went straight to the game, and he went to school to learn everything we need to learn about this business. And I went into the business, and first, like one of the first industry things I did was I played saxophone on Deja Vu for Beyonce, by Beyonce, and Rodney Jerkins produced it. And while I was working with Rodney, I got a chance to see him produce and make songs, and there's other producers making songs and writing songs and songwriters, and I'm like, oh, this is where the money is.
So when you got into the game, who took you under your wing as your mentor for both of you guys, or as I say, like who was the one that caught wind of the talent that the two of you had?
That pushed us into it?
Yeah.
Probably John Legend.
Okay. Really? Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
I used to tour with him. I toured with him for 8 years playing the saxophone. So.
Wow. Yeah. That's incredible.
Yeah, so he got to hear some of our music. We were working with his brother at the time, and he got to hear some of our music. He was like, all right, yeah, I like these guys. And he signed us to a publishing deal with BMG, which, well, it was Cherry Lane, and then it got bought up by BMG. Yeah.
Very cool.
Wow.
That might be too much. Anyway.
Way too much info.
All the info in the world. I'm trying to give it to you.
Well,
we want it all. We want to take it all in.
I'm all about the tea right now. So did you think that tonight was gonna blow up? Like, did you have a feeling that was gonna be the one that everyone was gonna bop to? It was gonna be on a featured movie soundtrack.
I mean, here's the thing. John can sing, so it was like everything we were making with him. We were like, "Oh, this is a hit! Oh, this is a hit! Oh, this is a hit!" But a bunch of those hits still sitting on my computer. So
nice. You gotta bust them out.
Yeah.
So we're glad that tonight came out and was received well by everyone.
Yeah, it was cool. You know, I was in the movie Think Like a Man, and when we went to the screening, it played 6 times. We were like, "Is this a joke?"
Yeah, we thought they made a cut just for us.
He didn't tell you he was gonna have it in the movie.
You didn't know.
Well, we didn't know how many times it was going to be.
None of us knew.
Oh, you didn't know.
We
Wow.
went to the screening because we just knew, like, okay, we did the licensing and all that stuff. So we're like, okay, we're going to go see the screening and check it out what they did with it. And it was in the movie 6 times. So, yeah.
And it's a banger. Trust me, I'm all for it. I love it.
It's a classic. We like to make classics.
It is. It's
so that's like 10 years old. You can still bump
don't age. I don't want to age it like that because I feel like I'm still in that time where it just recently came out because it ages me.
It was weird. The anniversary came up, and I was like, "Oh my god, 10 years!"
Wow, it doesn't seem like it. I feel like I just was watching that movie. Wow, but that's very impressive. And then Eric Bellinger, I actually personally got to meet Eric Bellinger. Did an appearance at my former job at one point on an event, and very cool guy. And the fact that you guys got to work with him, totally amazing. What else is on the burners for you guys? What else do you guys have going on?
Well, the artistry side, it's Bizkit, and we're building it. Probably gonna drop a project within the next couple of months. Casamigos was doing really well. We just want to keep the momentum going. Got a bunch of shows.
Yeah, Casamigos was fire.
From Philly, we got actually 2 shows coming up in Philly.
Yeah, Casamigos is fire. Yeah, I like it.
Thank you.
And we're gonna play a bit from Casamigos.
Yes, we got to
get into that. I wanted to take it back for a second. With all the artists that you guys have worked with, is there anything in particular, even if you can't say a name, like if there's a most enjoyable moment or the one that you've really enjoyed the most working with, or maybe like a funny story that occurred, or one that was more of like the shocking moment for you guys that was like, yeah, we want to work with you, we want you to produce this, blah 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 blah. Was there any of those, or you just kind of keep it calm and cool and just go with the flow?
Everybody does. Everybody's just different, you know. But we know what our goal is. So every time we go with people, we kind of try to find out what it is that they're looking for. We try to find that happy medium. So I mean, as far as creating, yeah, it's kind of like the same thing every time with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, we're gonna give you like the best that we can, you know, and really elevate your sound, and that's the main point. You know,
Mel, I feel like we need
I was gonna say like the LA.
I mean but that's not an artist though.
No,
I was gonna say that
no,
too, but
no,
that's not an artist.
What were you gonna say?
I mean, the thing is that we really feel like we've learned from each person and artist that we work with. You know, at least something. So like working with Dio, you know, writing, working with John Legend, like just the construction of music. So like we like to be sponges as much as possible to really like soak in all the experiences that we have in the studio with different artists and like really appreciate the time that we're able to spend with them.
Okay, favorite artist, living or dead? Go.
Andre.
Michael Jackson.
Okay, I'm a Prince girl, so Prince for me. But those are, you said Andre for like Andre 3000, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Michael. Yeah, I mean, I can't debate none of those. Mel, favorite artist, living or dead?
Well, Prince is amazing too, though. Just to make sure.
I mean, all around. Trust me, I can go on a whole diatribe about Prince, but I'm like, if you guys are our guests. You know, we can do a Prince pod later and just go and dissect that, unpack everything about him. But
yeah, man.
Mel,
I don't even know if I have a top. I mean, like, I love Michael. I love Prince, not as much as you do, of course. But Michael for sure. Man, so many. I don't know. I can't even put names to faces.
That was an interesting one to even say Andre 3000 because I always just think of the rapper influence, but then I just think now I'm thinking about his just whole stylings and who he is, collabs and all that work that he's done.
That when they did that To This album, he did the Love Below.
Ooh. Oh yeah,
Love Below was
great. That's what I'm saying. Great.
Yeah, man.
That opened people's eyes to some things. Like that was. Yeah.
Very revelation-y.
Yeah.
Yes.
A couple things that I dug down into a fire pit looking at, which I want to know more on. I want to know your guys' experience at South by Southwest because I think everybody in the country knows South by Southwest. I have friends that live in Austin, so I know just how big of a thing that is. But for the music industry,
forever.
I'm surprised you haven't because you are that girl.
It's on my list. I've been wanting to go. Next to ACL, that was the one I was trying to do too.
But talk about your South by Southwest experience.
It was a little early in the space of me as an artist, so it was cool, but it was like some cool little pay play like situations. A couple, it was cool.
I thought it was dope. How basically in every single venue when you're walking down the street, there's somebody performing. And like you walk in and hear just all different types of music. Like that to me was exciting, just having
the experience of it was really cool, and to see all the millions of people. Yeah,
that's so many people.
The other part.
So let me get you a little more jazz than Bizkit, because I noticed that you discussed and mentioned and posted about being on Tiny Desk. Now listen. Yes, because them Tiny Desk performances. Listen, but
they started blowing up. Tiny Desk has been a thing, okay? And y'all were revolutionary into that early process. Let me give you all flowers on that. So talk about it. Yes.
Yeah, I did Tiny Desk with T-Mar. I just played saxophone, but it wasn't my artistry stuff. But T-Mar, she's an artist on Atlantic, and she's one of Issa Rae's artists. And we rocked that. That was fun.
I mean, whether you're the artist or not, I think performing on Tiny Desk.
Yeah, it's got to be an experience.
Oh, all day. I know.
Yeah.
I mean, you see so many people doing it, and it's like, oh, you're gonna be on Tiny Desk. Oh, okay. But I've had a long career. I've been doing this for a long time, so it's just a career at this point. So nothing kind of surprises me or I get too hype about or anything. I am hype about Friday though, but outside of that,
what's happening on Friday?
On Friday.
Yeah, what's going on Friday?
We have a song dropping that we produced by Blanco Brown. It's a country song.
Okay.
Ooh.
So it's our first country song, so we're excited. This is one of the things that like we were like, we have to do country. I don't know why it was like a thing that it was just in us to want to do it, but yeah.
Get into it. It's
called I'll Never.
Yeah, it's called I'll Never.
I'll Never.
Yeah.
Well, everybody.
Is there gonna be some line dancing in it? Like, are you guys gonna be line dancing with the guitar?
It's
a whole video.
This is a wedding song.
Oh, okay, got you.
All right, everybody listening and watching, enjoying the chat.
We're gonna be ready for that one.
Friday drops. It drops. Let's go.
I did want to.
Go real quick.
No,
real
go
quick,
ahead.
Mel. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll ever tap into the EDM vocal house music scene?
That's most shit.
It is. I just want to know if you ever cross that.
Well, we're open to the production, definitely.
Yeah.
We'll see if it makes sense for his artistry on the brand side, but I mean, it's definitely on the production side.
Maybe a remix or two.
Yeah, man, we listen.
I can get with that. I'm with it. Okay.
We'll see how it goes. You gotta let us know some of the people that you like after this.
I will. Okay, Mel.
She got a long list. She got a
short list. But I got a good list.
I did want to just play a quick, the little 15-second video here of you guys with your instruments. So I think that's something that, we don't see because we're sitting here just chatting. But you guys are amazing artists within just, being musicians, period, with both the saxophone and the guitar, which I think is dope. We're going to talk about the guitar after this. So hang on.
Okay. That was a good clip.
Thank you.
I went on the one. Yeah, that sax in motion, yo. Like for real. Like do it better than me.
How did the guitar come about for you? I know you were a piano player.
Yeah.
Where'd this come from?
So I mean, I was able to music direct for a few people out of Philly as well as some major artists, but I'm always playing behind the piano, and basically I'm standing here the whole time while everybody else having fun running around the stage. So I'm like, man, I gotta figure out how I can move too. So I saw basically that Prince, James Brown, playing the guitar, and I'm like, man, I gotta figure out how I can get this as well. I can move around, and I want to take it to another level, so I put some lights on it so that you can it basically lights up the whole stage. And basically I'm wireless, is running around now. I could be on stage, running on different sides of the stage with Bizkit, like playing saxophone, things like that. So it was definitely something I want to do and have
fun.
It.
Yeah, the guitar is fire, and the lights really hit it off.
Yeah. All of it, it was just a highlight spotlight. Like you guys are dope. I'm so enjoying this.
Yeah, you gotta come to one of the shows,
Absolutely.
And I'm mad because you guys went on tour with Bob, but you were in Seattle and Portland, and those I'm from Seattle, so that's my stomping ground. Okay. I'm just like, was there one in Vegas? There must not have been one in Vegas. I don't think we heard of anything.
We did four. We did four shows.
Okay. Well, if you guys are out in Vegas ever, we'll definitely need to figure that out because we'd love to see this performance live.
To come to Philly too. I've never been to Philly.
Oh yeah,
before.
Philly
that
too.
would be the great reason to get Philly on.
Our whole plan is to give you an experience, during the show. So guitar, saxophone, singing, rapping, all that.
Yeah,
I love it.
I know we're doing the show in Philly on March 1st. We're opening for Eric Bellinger. So
nice.
Okay.
I'm guessing there will be some Casamigos there for the show.
Of course.
Speaking of which, I got a clip of the video, Casamigos Bizkit featuring Eric Bellinger as well. Butta, you in there on the guitar. I got the clip of you in there. I had to make sure I had both of y'all in this clip. So we'll let everybody enjoy this. This is a banger, period.
I love it. Casamigos.
Casamigos. I ain't gonna never be able to stop with that. If I see anyone drinking Casamigos, that's all it's gonna be. Gonna start playing that song.
It's banging. Love it.
Thank you.
Yes, good job, fellas. Great job.
Thank you. Yes.
Mhm.
So cutting into some sports, you know,
Yes,
we heard
let's
that,
get
you know,
to it.
being from Philly.
It's fire.
It's time.
Of course, we can start off with your Eagles because you got the first round bye.
Come on now.
Let's go.
14.
First of all, so you guys will be playing the winner of the Cowboys and Bucks. Do you first have an inkling as to who's going to win that game and who you may be going against?
I don't know who's going to win it. I thought it was going to be the Cowboys, but what the? What was that?
Yeah, they got spanked by them Commanders, boy.
Only 17 for 34 or something crazy.
And they had their third string quarterback in, and you had Dak, all the starters.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
Was the defense the second string too?
For who? The Dallas Cowboys?
No, for the Commanders.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
They had injuries though, but
Yeah.
listen.
I'm not even wanting to hear about the Commanders. You guys have been on fire this whole season. How does it feel that you guys went? First of all, let's just start with how did you guys feel when y'all had a winless record going very long into
the only team to have the winless
It was
record?
a little scary.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
I did not like it.
Talk about
I would hate to go because I think it was who else did that? Didn't the Patriots do that? They like won every game and lost in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Bills did it one season too.
Yeah, no, I would have hated it.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'd rather have some losses. We have some things.
I mean, Hurt got hurt, so you know what I'm saying. That's okay. Like that's one.
A lot of people got hurt though.
But I'm saying, that was one of the main reasons why we lost. So I'm okay. I like where we're at now.
Okay.
And then when it was one of the tackles. I don't be doing names like that, but it was one of the tackles got injured.
You're getting quizzed, Bizkit. Come on.
Yes.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
But I just hope as long as Lane Johnson is there and Slay, as long as we just have a couple people, we should be straight. We should be fine.
And the NFC is basically running through Philly. So as long as y'all keep winning.
As long as everybody knows that.
Yeah, as long as they keep it rolling, y'all will be straight. I think you guys will be looking good for that NFC for sure. Yeah.
And if it is the Cowboys, you just got to make sure to beat that ass too, because we anti-Cowboy around here. So just make sure.
Man. I know I like you guys.
But don't worry about that. Tom Brady gonna handle business with that, and then they're gonna handle business with Tom. Like it's gonna work.
You know what I'm saying? We get a little rest. That's good. You know.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
all right.
Yeah. As long as you take care of that.
The games? Do you guys go to the games quite often?
We're in LA, so.
Oh, that's right. So you know,
Yeah, I mean,
and I'll make no
jet,
watch all of them, though.
Well, because those Philly fans be aggressive too at the stadium.
Yeah.
They do.
They
do.
Passionate, right. Mo knows about that as a Raiders fan, being passionate, right?
Passionate about things. Yeah. You know.
So are you guys just as big? Are you guys Sixers fans as well? Are you all Philly teams?
I think I might be bigger as a Sixers fan because Eagles just hurt me for too long, so I kind of disconnected with watching them and having to be heartbroken for so many years. So I kind of just went and trusted one of the processes.
Just the process.
Right.
That's the process.
Now, how is it, real quick, before we segue into the basketball thing, as a football fan, being a Philly fan, being in LA, how does that work with your guys' circle?
They don't like it too much.
They don't, right?
Throw on the jersey.
Yeah, it's a problem.
I enjoy it.
Okay. As long as it's safe smoke, you're not getting too hard of a smoke, but you're getting some okay. All right, I understand it because LA, you know how it is. You know how we are.
But LA got so many teams; they don't really got one set of fans. Really, they're just.
There's so many teams, but
it's It's 2 teams. Yeah.
Yeah, they got Rams and Chargers now.
But they still got Raider fans
they got
there.
Raider fans, you know.
Yeah.
Right, because they were here and then they're not. And,
Yeah. LA's
Wow.
loyalty is very thick. And I know when it comes to basketball, you're probably not necessarily wearing that 76ers jersey in La La Land with the Lakers, are you?
Oh, we definitely are. We're going to the
you are. You're in our face with it, right? Okay.
On the 17th.
17th.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll definitely.
If you want to see us on the 17th, you'll be at the Sixers game.
Okay.
You know that's Mo's team, right? That's
I'm a
Mo's
Laker
team.
girl, so yeah.
The Clippers, though. We're not going to the Lakers.
Nah, I don't. I'm a Laker girl. I bleed purple and gold. I'm the house that Magic and Kareem and all. See, you guys, I probably would respect you if I saw a Dr. J jersey you were wearing. I'd be like, okay, they Philly fans. I get it. But then I see, if I see you
or
guys,
Allen Iverson jersey.
Iverson was a legend.
Yeah.
I was a fan of Iverson. Yeah, I can respect it. Yeah, so.
Well, no.
So how?
That's what we wear to the game. So everybody don't get on us because we wearing Iverson.
Yes, you have to wear the legends. Like I said, I can respect it if they necessarily are the Dr. J, the Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
But we see that new stuff now. We see Harden and Embiid.
Yeah, don't put a Harden jersey on.
I'm go get my James Harden jersey.
You may get popcorn thrown at you and other things. We're not
Speaking of that, what was your thoughts on James Harden coming to the 76ers?
Let's go.
Well, playing the video game, and he used to always play with James Harden.
I was playing
man, this guy is going crazy, making all these threes. So, to see him, and then when they said James Harden to the Sixers, it was like, oh my gosh,
with the jersey?
But it was only 20 games left last year, so they didn't have that much time. But the first 5 games, remember, they won those first 5 games, and they were looking crazy.
Yeah, right.
But it was also because the whole league was surprised and didn't know what to expect
no
with
idea.
that. So after they figured it out, it was easy. And then James was slow last year because his hamstring was all messed up. So we got new hamstring James this year. He's going crazy.
He is going crazy. He's 25 and 17 or something like that right now.
The last 2 games, he had a triple-double by the third quarter of both games.
Yes.
Y'all had back-to-back games this week against the Pistons and balled all the way out. Now, do you miss Ben Simmons? Yes or no?
Yeah. Why are you asking that? No, come on.
I need to know. Is that
I'm looking at the last 2. I'm looking at the last 2 games of Ben Simmons because I saw an article that said, "Oh, Ben Simmons on the Nets is helping with their success without Kevin Durant." And I'm looking at his stats, and I'm like, he got 4, 7, and 7.
No, he's not.
He got 7, and 9. What?
He's a great 3-point shooter in practice.
Right.
There you go. That's
so good. He's 6'11". Like, you can dunk with everybody. When he passed the ball, and Trae Young, as little as Trae Young is,
it's defending him.
I've seen Ben Simmons with my eyes in LA before.
So tall.
We stood next to him. I think Trae Young is what, 6'3"? He's like a foot. He's like an inch taller than me. I stood next to Ben Simmons. I don't understand how Ben Simmons has that ball when he is right under the crack. Like he got the ball.
Absolute garbage.
I think we might have aspirations to be
rim,
NBA players.
The rim was right there.
That's great. You want to try out? I think we should try out for the Nets. You want to try out?
I feel like he's a curse word for Philly then. He's an athletic curse word for Philly. The way he's an athletic curse word for Philly. Like how Marcus Russell was our athletic curse word.
That was our year. The Jimmy year, and then that was our year. Was our chance.
I get it.
You want to shoot the ball.
But are you guys Phillies fans too? Do you guys want to follow baseball? Are you Flyers?
Yeah, it was weird. I just became a Philly fan out of nowhere because we ended up in the World Series. Get there. What?
It was like, oh yeah, you guys know in the World Series, right?
Oh, we're in the playoffs. Let's go to the top. Oh, okay, cool.
I see where this is going. You guys like winners. I understand. All right.
Oh man,
funny.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, they're good too.
I don't know.
The Flyers are kind of mediocre right now.
No, I heard. Did they win like 5 games in a row, something like that?
Maybe.
They're like 500 right now. The Flyers.
Yeah, they're pucking.
Yeah.
They pucking right
They
now.
waiting.
Okay.
They pucking right now.
Bucking. All right. I love the Philly lingo. I love it. So do you
Well, I
guys,
mean, you can't say balling. You can't say balling. You say pucking, right? What
right,
you say?
right. That's you guys lingo for real. For real.
It works.
So if you guys are just tuning in, Girl Chat Sports, Mo and Mel with Bizkit and Butta. I love saying that. You know, we just having a great time with these guys, and are so blessed that they are on our show tonight, and just the talent that these two have. I honestly have a personal favor to ask of you guys, and we can talk off camera if you need to, if there is a fee involved. But I just was thinking, we need a new intro song. I feel
Let's
like.
go.
Here,
Let's go.
we need an intro song.
Come
I
on.
don't know how much. I really don't have a lot of bread for you guys
That's like
at
the
the
thing we're
moment.
doing now. Everybody asks us for things. Let's go. We down. Let's get
But
it.
I feel like I could, you know, I don't know what I got to do, if I need to play the sax for you or something, a payment.
No, we don't want.
We need to
So you did dive into everything. You fell into the hole. Did you hear any of the older songs that we did?
I don't know the names, but I heard the older
we
stuff.
did.
Yeah.
There was this one song we made called. Can you cuss on here?
Yeah.
Don't ask shit if you ain't got the bag. But I'm not saying that to you. It was just a song. I was asking if you heard it.
Well, that is some adult stuff that I don't have the bag. I really don't for you guys. And that's why I'm saying I don't know what kind of arrangement. That's why I'm saying do I have to talk off air?
We gotta figure it out.
I keep it PC. I'm
Maybe
not
a
trying to.
monthly installment or something. We figure it out. Figure it out.
You can send, feet photos or whatever.
I can send you some merch. I mean, what y'all, I mean, we got some stuff, but
Mo's a stylist as well. She can hook up wardrobe.
I see your swag though. I feel like, if you need my service, whatever, closet cleaning, whatever I can do.
That works.
LA, whatever. But I just feel like it's time for Girlchatsports to have a new intro song.
Come on now.
You guys, the shit is fire.
And I feel like you would have a fire song based off of who we are to go into our show.
All we need some keywords and you're good to go.
Okay.
And we know there's a hard drive sitting somewhere that got a gang of stuff on it.
Yes. Yes.
So we're gonna make something for you though.
Okay.
All
right.
okay.
Hey.
What is it? It's just a beat that you're looking for, or what?
I mean, I could take a beat. Listen. Gift us with your, bless us with
you
whatever.
Guys bless us with the vocals or whatever.
Right. Anything. Yes. We're not asking for big names. If you got a dope fly beat that's so unique that can just get us into our zen for our show.
Mo gonna flow on it.
And exit out.
So Girlchatsports, would you want a girl to do it?
We don't need to have a girl. I mean, we can.
A girl, I mean.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Hey,
we're women that love sports and talk about it. We don't have to always have women on the show, or but we support women in all that they do.
Yes, we do.
So I don't know if you had a preference or.
No. I feel like you guys are the musical genius. You feel our energy a little bit. Just kind of base what you think our show needs as an intro and an outro.
Okay.
I mean, we'll keep it both for.
We just need a vibe. We need a good,
We need a good something just so unique. Like, we hear these podcasts and their beats are just kind of like, we know it's getting ready to start. We want something that's like, pow, in your face. It's Girlchatsports. Because we have Bizkit and Butta as our producers. I'm just saying.
All right.
I'm just saying.
Okay. So now that you guys have been in LA for how long now?
10 years in April.
Okay, so this is when I thought about it, I was like, this is like the Prince of Bel Air. You guys just went to Philly, came to LA, doing your own thing. What is it that you guys miss the most about Philly? Since you said you guys don't go back very often.
Cheesesteaks.
Listen,
I know,
because you mentioned that, I went down the hole. I saw Ishkabibbles. That's the only cheesesteak spot. That's the only cheesesteak spot I went to on South Street. So I'm just saying,
good job. Great job.
Ishkabibbles was slam. Oh my god!
I've never been to Philly. I need to go. I'm so late to the party, but I really want to try a real Philly cheesesteak.
There's a spot out here called Philly's Best that's pretty good.
Yeah, like they
that's
got
the one over on Decatur. Philly's Best. They had one in Seattle too.
Yeah, you're talking about in LA. They have a Philly's Best. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they got the soft bread, the Amorosa bread.
Bread.
That's like literally what changes the game.
Really?
That's soft.
Now,
Mm.
are you guys chefs within
bread.
yourselves to make a good Philly cheesesteak, or no?
What'd you say?
Are you guys chefs within yourselves to make a good Philly cheesesteak?
Oh no,
No.
not at all.
Okay.
We know what a good Philly cheesesteak tastes like.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, the key too is that real thin slice. Sometimes they don't do the meat right, and it messes up the whole.
It's all about the cut. You know, you have to add the salt, pepper, ketchup, mayo. You know, a little bit of mushroom. You know, some of the onions.
I do a gang of onions and I leave the mushroom alone.
Oh wow.
Oh, chicken cheesesteak.
You need the grilled onions.
Yeah. That was some good stuff. Okay. So besides the Philly cheesesteak, is there anything else out in Philly that you guys are missing?
Our family.
Our people.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough though. That's all, just family. Nah.
You know.
I mean, Philly is a crab in a barrel city, you know, and they, you know, people get their spot and they slot. That's all they want, and they don't want to see nobody else do it. So it's you know, when it comes to creating and everything, like it's like really clicky. Like we weren't even really in this. It's like we weren't even really doing production like that in Philly. We were learning production in Philly. But it took us to leave Philly for us to really get into it. It's crazy.
Well, and to go to LA, like the capital.
We went to New York first.
Yeah, we went to New York.
Oh, you went to New York first? Oh, yeah,
Okay.
New York's a vibe. Now that's my city too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, we used to catch a PAB train every day for 3 years.
Even in the winter.
In the winter.
Those winters are brutal in New York.
The wind coming
They're
around.
brutal, and unbeknownst to me, they're nasty, and unbeknownst to me, I was staying in Soho, and in Chelsea, and I had no idea the subway line closes at a certain time because it's Chelsea, and they don't want riffraff late at night. So when I'm out at this underground reggae spot and trying to get back to my hotel, I can't, and my hands are clawed up, frozen, to try to catch a cab, and all of them pass you up. All of them got cars. I had to wait for an Uber forever, it felt like. And all the Ubers are black, and they all drive the same.
Everybody in New York drives
all
crazy.
the Ubers were black Camrys in New York. They were all one. I don't know what it was when my matrix or my algorithm, but I was getting black Camry pickups every time.
You said black Camry.
The algorithm.
Black Camrys. Every Uber driver in New York had a black Camry, like the yellow. Yeah, like in New York City, where the cabs are just one monochromatic yellow, the Ubers are one monochromatic black. You know, whereas Vegas here, it's crazy. You've got red ones, green ones, white ones, yellow ones. Like the cabs are all different colors here, but it's just one thing.
Black out there.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Hey, listen, we know we've kept you. We appreciate all your time. Mo and I will get with you because if we can get that intro, that would be pretty fire too. But we're excited. Listen, we are jamming Casamigos. We're gonna jam old stuff. We're gonna hit the what am I looking for? The vault to find the old stuff too and get with it. Yes. We're excited for you guys. Look forward to hearing more from you guys and hopefully catching you in Vegas doing a show sometime too. So yes, keep us posted. We appreciate it. Hey,
man,
thank you again. Where can people find you, find the show, or find the music? Is it on all platforms, I'm assuming?
Yeah, but you know, I'm real heavy on Instagram, but you can follow me at BIZKITBNB.
And you can follow me at BUTTA.BNB.
All right. Thank you so much again. Thank you to Bizkit Butta for joining us. We appreciate you. Have a great night. Thank you.
Butta. Thank you, guys.
I love it. Man, listen, now I want a Philly cheesesteak so bad.
Look, we need an intro song. We need an intro song. Guys, anybody out there listening, if they have any thoughts, ideas of how Bizkit and Butta can produce a good track for our intro, just DM them. Be sure to follow them. And then send them a DM like, yeah, Girlchatsports. Yeah, get them a track. We need that. I would love that, actually. That'd be really cute.
Listen, there's stuff. Yeah. I really, no joke. There's stuff really like I'm literally making a playlist on my iTunes if I can find the certain things and make because it's good stuff and not stuff that people are playing out here necessarily too. Because good to have some new stuff in the rotation. I really want to play Casamigos again.
Yeah,
definitely.
Honest, definitely. Casamigos song would be dope. I want to hear the Casamigos song. Honestly, as a house version. I was gonna ask them that if I could hear Casamigos. Casamigos. Hey,
I bet you they could pull some of that.
Yeah, they could. I know they could. Do Casamigos.
I know they could.
And have a house beat with the clapping. Oh my God. That'd be fine.
We appreciate them most definitely. Hey, you guys, I know they're there in the back room, so if you're welcome to sit there and hang out and chill, or you can click off too. It doesn't matter. We appreciate you, but
I love them. They're great.
Man, listen, they are
support
dope.
all of our artists out there. You know what I mean? Like music saves lives, and that's real talk. Like good music too, and this is great music. So kudos to them. So someone just sent me an article, Mel, real quick, that Oakland A's appear to have made a Las Vegas Strip decision.
What? Well, you know they're tearing down the Tropicana, right?
Oh, they announced that?
I believe so, yes. I think they're clearing the whole Tropicana out. And so they were thinking maybe a ballpark goes there, but I don't know. That was, I don't know. A week
Interesting.
Or two ago. Not sure.
Interesting.
That's wild, though.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I didn't know that. Well, it needs to. I mean, have you walked through that thing recently?
I mean, have you anything? Listen, except for Mandalay Bay and
I have
anything in between Mandalay Bay and what is that? I wouldn't even count New York. Them and Park MGM. Anything in there can pretty much go.
I got a list. Excalibur, Luxor, like a few. I don't want to put people out of jobs.
I can't. I'm just saying. I know.
As long as they give me place somewhere, they can go. But I did walk through Tropicana one time. Shout out to Rashad because he parks his car there to get to the games. That's his journey when they go to the Aces games. So walking back, we walked through the Tropicana, and I understand why they're possibly demolishing that. Totally get it now. Makes sense.
Hey, listen.
I didn't know.
I got you. So, hot topic. We all know Damar Hamlin is home safe. Yes. He is now out of the hospital, both in Cincinnati as well as Buffalo. He's been cleared to go rehab at home as well with the Bills. Listen, after the Bills' performance this Sunday, I mean, can anyone stop Bills Mafia? I know it's not going to be Miami. Listen. Damar Hamlin's back. Naheem Hines had 2 touchdowns, 2 kickoff returns.
All divine. You know that movie like Angels in the Outfield?
Listen, it'll be called the Storybook Super Bowl if this goes as planned. Hey, maybe we'll see it with the Buffalo Bills and the guys Eagles when it comes down to it in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but I want to see a divisional playoff between Joe Burrows and them too.
Yeah,
as far as
it's going to be good.
Game. I want to see that. That's what I want to see.
It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big.
And lit his cigar again and got swag back. Oh my God, he looks so good in that video too.
Really? So okay.
He did. He got a cigar again.
Did anybody watch or fall asleep during the championship game on Monday? Listen, I watched the first quarter. Maybe I wouldn't even say a full first quarter. I did see TCU score their one and only goal. And then I saw Georgia scored first. And I think it was maybe like 14 or 10 or 12, 10 to 7. I don't know what was the first quarter. I fell asleep. I didn't wake up till it was over. And I couldn't believe that this game went all the way to 65-7. TCU never scored again.
You know, I was watching this game and I saw the high score and I didn't even know it hadn't been halftime yet until they announced it was halftime. And I said, what? You tell me this is like the second. I'm thinking in my NFL mind that we're in the second half of this game.
No,
when they haven't even completed the first half, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me! I'm not watching this.
And then you had all the memes. What would you watch?
It is what's the movie? The glass, the knives, the steaks and knives, the onion glass.
Glass onions.
Glass onion.
That was good. That was good.
I was more thoroughly entertained by that than the game.
It was good. It was a good murder mystery kind of thing. It was good. Yeah.
It was a good twist. Yeah.
So one thing I didn't realize how old Stetson Bennett was, and that he's older than like 5 or 6 other quarterbacks within the NFL right now. I thought that was interesting. And then we saw Mattress Mac had a little bit of a crumbling. You know, he's been doing so good lately. he did lose the $3.1 million bet. All the bets. I don't know why they have to bet at like a bunch of different casinos. I don't know if you have to spread it out for a less tax. I don't know what the issue is, but he had a bunch that totaled to be about $3.1 million bet on TCU. Lost all that. So hey, we'll see who he picks for the Super Bowl and how much money he puts on them. Should be interesting.
Yeah. Should be.
I got some Jugadores Locos updates. These are all updates this week because there wasn't a whole lot new. These are updates. So we talked about Phil Baroni last week, how he had I can't remember if it was a fatality. I thought the girl had been injured, but apparently she's dead. He had caused about 37 injuries in her and death and is charged with aggravated femicide. What is it? Femicide? I don't even know the word. Femicide. Apparently in Mexico, in the state of Nayarit where they were, he can face up to 30 to 50 years for aggravated femicide. Interesting. I still can't even understand how this, anyways. And then, of course, we're back on Mr. Dana, Mr. Slapboxing himself.
Talk about it.
So today he held a press conference and continued to make his statements about, this has never happened before. I'm completely embarrassed, blah, 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 blah. One of the media that was there asked him, well, is there going to be any kind of disciplinary action by either the higher ups or yourself? And he said, oh, well, what would you think that's going to be? Because I think my punishment is enough having to walk around here for the rest of my life labeled this way and having people not respect me now. And that's way worse than taking a 30-day leave. That's way worse than me leaving for 30 days. They don't need me. I could have left in 2016.
Then you need to leave.
If I leave, that just hurts the business. It hurts the employees. It hurts the fighters.
Paul is coming back with some other better things.
Ain't nobody needs you, Dana. And we definitely need to see somebody put their foot down. And I will say this, shout out to the California Legislative Women's Caucus, because on Monday, this group of ladies, which is consisting of 18 state senators and 33 assembly women, they devised a letter and they sent it off to the Endeavor CEO. Endeavor and ESPN are basically UFC's broadcast partners. Both have declined any comment on the matter. So they sent this letter off to the CEO for Endeavor, asking him basically, the head of a major sporting organization cannot claim to be for the safety of women while a video of him striking his wife continues to circulate online without a response from you, which is ridiculous. The letter describes...
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
The letter describes Endeavor's silence on the matter as piercing and troubling, which is very, very true. The fact that,
let's be clear, he grabbed her first and she slapped him. Like if somebody grabs your wrist or grabs you aggressively, you hit him to get him off of you, right? Or I'm tripping. Then he slapped her. And no one talks about the grab that he grabbed.
But he didn't just slap her once. He went. If you saw him on that video, he went like 2-3 times before being stopped.
Not okay. Fighting is never okay from either party. Let's be clear. Fighting is never okay. But you're grabbing me aggressively where you're hurting my wrist and all that, and I slap you to stop.
No.
Woman slap.
Dana, you're going to need a little bit more than this, Dana White. And
you sure are. But that's the thing, the accountability. Your accountability by going on an apology tour is not helping. To me.
And the fact that the people in Nevada, where UFC is home to, the media even, because I watch the news stories, no one is trying to question him. No one is trying to make it an issue that you're still having this man who has been videoed and shown being aggressive and assaulting a woman, his wife. Any repercussions for this?
I have a theory about what's going on.
Talk about it.
Well, I don't want to get too deep because it might end up killing me. But I just feel like there's some kind
We don't want that, Mo. We don't need that.
No, knock on wood, but inner circle. Something of his clout status is not allowing this man to face his judge.
Well, and I think feel like a lot of
punishment.
A lot of those people and persons in the state, that maybe would have power to do so, or even the ability to roast him or put this story continuously in media, airways, radio, whatever, aren't because of what maybe he offers or they get in return in regards to
Possibly.
sponsorships or videos or
Possibly.
interviews or
But I think
I don't
there's
know.
a little inner circle of something that's
Yeah.
like their own little mob, if you will, that has some kind of, I don't know,
The Vegas mob is still alive.
something. Yeah, something. Because he's not,
Yeah.
he's just getting a really slap, like, oh, I'm labeled with this.
And for him to say that, oh, for me having to be
looked.
looked bad upon, like that's what hurts me even more. No, it doesn't. Like it's not
If
affecting
you're
your
not
money.
getting punished for
It's not
it,
affecting
sir,
your
you're not getting
business.
looked bad upon. How are you not? Yes, it's not. There's no effect to your job or anything that you're feeling any humility towards. There's no humility side to this for you, sir.
And the cold part that his slap boxing league was supposed to start today, yes, on the 11th,
Yeah.
and and ESPN delayed it 1 week. 1 week because
Finito.
of this. 1 week.
Finito.
How about cancel? How about
Yeah.
delay infinity? How about wait until he can make an extreme apology, how he's donating money to domestic violence shelters? How about until he's, doing
All of
community
that.
service?
All of that.
I don't know.
What you
Because I
just
bet if
said.
one of his fighters were to be doing this, they wouldn't have a contract no more with UFC.
No. Depending
So
on
what do
how
I know?
egregious it was and how much the value of the fighter
They'd be
is.
suspended. They probably wouldn't be able to be in
They
no
would have
fights for
that.
X amount of
They would have
time.
that.
No
Yes.
endorsement deals.
It's a possibility they would have that.
I just, yeah.
It's very interesting.
Yeah. Last Jugador. I know this is we've talked about him for at length on the show because it's been such a long standing one.
Finally.
Mr. Bohr is officially gone from the Dodgers. So apparently they had some kind of they had the independent arbitrator and she basically cut his suspension down almost in half, basically reinstating him immediately, but they're going to dock his pay for the 50 games into 2023 season. He's no longer a Dodger. The Dodgers had up to 14 days after that decision was made to figure out whether they wanted to keep him on the roster. They decided not to. So now he is basically a free agent. Who's taking him? I mean, I know, unfortunately, I know he will get picked up by somebody, but that was like a 2 year, or I mean, this was like a year and a half going on in this ordeal with this guy.
It's too much. And I can't.
Way too much. I did want to get into some Vegas news. I know we had a really long, we were going to have a longer show than usual again, but we'll get into some Vegas news briefly and then get into some wild card and kind of move through the show. But congratulations to our Vegas Golden Knights head coach, Peter DeBoer, because he is going to be the Pacific Division All-Star coach for the All-Star game for the hockey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So Knights are still number one in the Pacific Division, which is great. We've had a tough loss to the Kings, I think earlier this last week, or maybe it was last weekend. But the Golden Knights have 5 more games in this homestead. They had a 7-game homestead. So if you want to catch a game, get out there, see the Knights.
Yeah, definitely.
So we've talked about our new XFL team, the Vegas Vipers. We've discussed where they may possibly
land to play.
Come to find out, look at how pretty they made this picture look, though. Look at how pretty.
Good and well, Cashman.
Look at how pretty Cashman look.
Maybe with the start of the season, by the start of the season, something, maybe they come in and throw some money into it. I don't know, but I know good and well right now it doesn't look like that.
Well, and I shout out to Arlington Lane, the XFL show they got. I know he had mentioned this was only for the one season, which but even for one season, I mean, you could have decked out the Orleans Arena or something. I feel
I just don't think it's Sam Boyd.
You could have went, you could have went to Bishop Gorman's High School and had a better field than this.
I'm curious to see how this outlay is going to look when we get.
Well, here's how it's working. So they only have 5 home games, the last one being that in April 1st. Okay, we already know this overlaps the Las Vegas Lights soccer,
right?
That is their home, but they've been kind of having a lot more away games lately in the last year under new management and stuff and new ownership. So you've got the Vegas Vipers. They will be there last home game April 1st. I don't know what kind of playoff scenario situation there could be and if that would require more home games. However, the Vegas Lights have all away games until Cinco de Mayo. That's their very
Oh,
first.
wow.
That is their basically the Lights get booted. And their very first home game is May 5th.
But
Which is
honestly, whatever
crazy
that-
because
Yeah.
their first game is in March.
Yeah, but remember this season was kind of clunky anyway.
I mean, I
playing in
know,
LA a
but
lot
to
and all that
have
good
what
stuff,
1,
so.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away games in a row. Anyway, so the Lights also are having their open tryouts here in Las Vegas. This is one of the only minor league soccer teams that you can try out for, no matter what your age, race, skill level. You can come out to the open tryouts January 20th to 29th. The Lights also have had a total of 9 Vegas locals that have played and been on their active roster for the Lights. So it's your chance to be seen and to get out. Whew, man. Wild card weekend.
Yeah, you said a lot.
I know.
Wild card weekend.
I had to get it out because I was like, man, I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait a minute, how are they doing it at Cash? Oh, this is how they're doing it at Cashman. It was just like, I see the trick.
Money talks because, like I said, who knows
So
what the
does.
revamping of it looks like
So
for it. I'm
does.
sure they're going to throw money at this thing.
Wild card weekend. Listen, my boys got in by the by the grace of God. Overtime to the Rams. A loss of the Packers by the Lions, which is amazing.
They were haters for that. They were such haters for that.
That was amazing.
For them to even tweet, if we ain't getting in, ain't nobody getting in.
Hey, I love it. I love it. You love it. I love it. You love it. I love it.
I understand.
If that was perfect. Hey, but that's what
Packer fans, and they're not too happy right now. You know.
I hear it. Well, listen, Sarah didn't want to come over to the house to watch the game.
Of course not. Why would
I know. I get it, and I totally get it.
Cicero was a whole different animal. He was not
just like I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go with Litzy to the Rams bar. Like, no,
yeah, why would I want to be up in a Rams bar?
Why would I do that?
A Seahawks fan.
You know?
Come on,
No.
make it make sense, guys.
Make it make sense. But shout out to Geno Smith. Listen, he didn't write back.
Saw that. Boy.
Didn't write back, and is officially the single season passing yards record holder, surpassing Mr. Wilson, over 4,000 yards. I
mean, I don't think that was a hard feat if you watch Russell Wilson. He did a lot of pass plays.
He did a lot of running. He did a lot of running too. But considering that he is the number one, you got over a few other quarterbacks.
I feel like the next season you guys get a primo quarterback that'll surpass that. That 4,000 yards. Okay, it'll come and go. But that's great.
It was good.
Great for Geno.
Don't try and downplay Geno's magnificence right now.
If you call that, okay.
I mean,
yeah, it is magnificent. Let me get that man his flowers. Good for you, Geno.
Let's just go back real quick to the playoff picture. I think we both agreed the Buffalo is going to win this one. You got the Bengals and the Ravens. Lamar's possibly out. Bengals for sure. You got the Chargers and the Jaguars. Are the Jaguars going to get out the first round?
Man, I would love for
the fact that because the AFC South is so bad, the Chargers are the away team. It's playing in Duval County.
The Jaguars could take it. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that. If like I'm like Detroit, if I can't be there, can't nobody be there.
I hear you. We got Dallas at Tampa as well because the AFC South is the NFC South is so bad.
And I'm rolling with Tampa too.
Me too. And New York at the Vikings. This one's going to be a tough one, but I'm kind of pulling with the Vikings here.
Yeah, me too.
And then you got Seattle
in San Francisco.
Good luck. This is why I wore this jersey today because this is from the Beast Mode Quake days where I think it was 12 years ago we were playing the Orleans Saints in the wild card. These are the defending world champion New Orleans Saints. They were the tied for first place or second place in the NFC. I think they came to Seattle. They were a 10-point favorite, just like the Niners are a 10-point favorite in this game, and we won. It was a tight game, and we won. So hopefully this can, granted we're not going to be at home, but maybe, K9, Kenneth Walker can pull some beast mode energy. Listen, the guy is hot. He is doing fabulous things on the run. Making it a good thing to watch. Now, if we can just somehow pull a rabbit out the hat. It's going to be a tough one. It'll be a tough one. Hopefully it's just not
Yeah.
a murder scene. I just don't want that.
I hope it's neck and neck like the Raiders. I hope they earn it with you guys. But
I hope so too.
I really do.
Because you guys played them well, and you guys really did play them well.
Oh yeah, yeah, we did. So I hope you guys get that same kind of spice. I hope you guys can bring it.
Yeah. Can you speak on this guy for me a little bit?
I really do.
What's happening? What's happening here, Mo?
Where's the picture? Who's? Oh yeah! Shout out to the Church of. I don't know. Shout out to the Church of South Las Vegas. I see the flyer on my iPad, but I don't see it on our screen here. But anyway, shout out to the Church of South Las Vegas. Derek Carr is speaking live. This is his first live speaking engagement. His appearance. I don't know if he's going to explain the whole why he got benched or what happened in circumstances. I think he's going to be Derek Carr, Pastor Carr. And shout out to my people, Wendy, Pastor Winnie, and First Lady Benny Perez, Wendy Perez and Benny Perez. We had this Pastor Benny on our show, remember?
Yeah.
For the Lakers. So this is a good opportunity where we can see what happens. I think this is going to be a packed house. He's doing it all weekend. So he's doing it Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or something like that?
I don't know. It's
going
to be so intense.
He's spoken at this church before, you guys. I've cited that you guys can always catch him on Sunday services over there. It's going to be very interesting if he does talk about that. I think it'll be more of an inspirational speech of just adversity and overcoming that. I don't think you're going to get any teeth pulling.
You're not going to get any like details of how he's feeling about being benched.
About that. He may express some emotions of his season. But he may not get. You might be able to pull any teeth out of that. I feel like it's a great media blitz. It's a great, well orchestrated plan to promote his first. I mean, cameras are going to be on him if they allow it, and the house is going to be packed. House should be packed anyway because it is a very great church to go to and feel uplifted. They do a lot of good community work. Shout out to them. They're personal favorites of mine. I've been to the church a couple of times. Never when Carr has done his appearance, but I've gone for other events. And like I said, it's. I think it's going to be one of those things where he's giving inspirational talk.
The parking lot's going to be full, basically.
Oh, it is.
No matter
it
what.
is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Get there early.
How it's going to work for media.
Get a good seat.
If media is even allowed to be,
Would the church give out media for that?
I don't think so. I think media would be more in the parking lot. I don't think they can go in the church.
Or unless you just wanted to go to the church and stand in there and kind of record from your phone, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even know if they allow it. I don't know how it works when he's there normally. Anybody that goes to church in South Las Vegas, let me know.
So Derek Carr is going to be one of those quarterbacks where we wonder where he's going to be going next year, just like coaches. Monday, they call it Black Monday for a reason. Coaches get fired after week 18.
Right.
Listen, my guy Cliff Kingsbury is gone from Arizona. Levy Smith gone from the Texans. The Panthers, the Colts, the Broncos also got rid of their coaches. There's been offensive coordinators from the Commanders, the defensive coordinator from the Browns. Everybody, Jets parted ways with their offensive coordinator today. There's a lot. But then you've also got coaches like Sean Payton and Jim Harbaugh that are high commodity right now. They are being eagerly sought after. And what I thought was funny is someone actually made this a team odds on where Jim Harbaugh ends up next season. Is it with the NFL teams, the Broncos, the Panthers? Is it back with Michigan? Could it be the Colts, the Texans, the Cardinals, the Browns? Who would you have your money on?
Michigan.
You think he's going to stay?
I think he's going to stay.
I think he's staying. Otherwise, I feel like
they can't get Sean Payton. Maybe they could for Cardinals. I don't know. He's going to ask for a lot of money.
I don't know, but you don't really have anything in Carolina to want you to go there. Maybe he'd want to go to Denver to have Russell and to work around him.
I don't know, Sean Payton.
Going to Arizona, getting out of Michigan, going to Arizona, getting some better weather.
Here's the problem with Denver. Denver doesn't even know who their owners are. Walmart family owns the Denver Broncos. Yeah. We just don't know which member of that family owns the Denver Broncos, and I think you never will. You just sign the checks, and then not to mention you got a GM. I think it's a mess over there, honestly. So I
Well,
wouldn't
and
pick
it's
that one.
and Arizona too. They the
Yeah.
GM stepped down as well, so they have
Yeah.
no GM. They have no coach. Kyler's going to be injured into the season from his ACL surgery.
And then didn't
DeAndre's
DeAndre
probably going to want
Hopkins is
out.
gone? Yeah, isn't he gone? I thought they announced that he
No.
was leaving.
I think he wants to be.
Oh,
I don't think he's a free agent, is he? Not that I'm
I
aware
read
of.
somewhere DeAndre was out, but maybe he's
I
wanting to
don't
be out.
know.
But yeah, they're a
Listen,
mess. It's a dumpster
yeah.
fire. That whole season. That's why I couldn't watch that Hard Knocks. It's too depressing. We know what the outcome is. I'm watching these games in real time. How could I spend my evenings watching them struggle
I
on
know.
camera
I know.
to look forward, have their hopes and dreams of, oh, we're going to win this one. And you know they ain't going to.
I know.
So
Oh
depressing.
man. We'll touch about the NBA next week more, but
Yes.
of course, KD had a big injury. He's got a sprained MCL. He's out for almost a month, so the Nets are without him. DeMar DeRozan got injured on Monday. I think he was out today too. I'm not sure how that affects them.
They're all dropping like flies. I still got Carol Anthony Towns is still out on his 4-day. You guys in this basketball fantasy thing, it's just killing me. There's no end to the endless amounts of injuries on these basketball teams, and it's so early. You know.
Hey, Liz. What I will say though is, so Donovan Mitchell went back to Utah for his first game, and one of his favorite fans showed up. Let's look at this.
Now I can't find his photos.
Everything good? What you got? Food?
Oh, he's gonna make me cry.
So that's Spider hugging this kid Josh. Apparently, Josh for 5 years straight, before every game would come out and wait for Mitchell to come through and give him a hug. So this is the first time he's seen him since leaving Utah and being with the Cavs to get a good hug. So that was really sweet and that was cute to watch. Although Utah Jazz didn't allow Spider to have any kind of fun as they did beat him at his return home too. So.
Oh, Fox News just posted too that the Cardinals do plan on trading DeAndre Hopkins.
Okay.
He wants out. They don't give him his out.
Arizona Mo is in the chat. You are
Phoenix
lying.
Mo,
you are kicking butt in fantasy. Don't believe her.
No, listen, Mo. I have 2 fantasy leagues. I wasn't talking about our Beyond League. I know what I'm doing in the Beyond League. I'm getting better.
You wonder why she's so busy. She's busy in all these damn leagues.
I've got the other one, my little Nordy fantasy league. That's money. That's actual money. That's the money one. So I have that one too. And then I have this Beyond. Beyond, I'm doing okay. You made me get Kawhi Leonard, Phoenix Mo, and he's off and on every time. It's either game time decision or he's out. I mean, he's throwing me through an emotional roller coaster, but he's still giving me points, so I'll take it. But thank you, Mo. Phoenix Mo, man. Phoenix Mo in the chat.
In the chat.
In the chat.
Hey, listen, I do want to do a couple of special girl shout outs for girl power. First, I wanted to give a shout out to Naomi Osaka, who has taken priority of herself and what she wants to do in life over everything else. And she has announced that she is pregnant with boyfriend Corday. Is it Corday, the musician?
I love Corday. I saw him live. He's dope.
And what I love more is people had a whole article on her. And in that she says, life is short and I don't take any moments for granted. Every day is a new blessing and adventure. I know I have so much to look forward to in the future. One thing I'm looking forward to is for my kid to watch one of my matches and tell someone that's my mom. She also said, I don't think there's a perfectly correct path to take in life, but I always felt that if you love forward and with good intentions, you'll find your way eventually. And I love that because, people are giving her such a hard time for taking time off or having mental health, and wanting to not be in certain matches.
Yeah, when she mentioned she wasn't going to do the Australian Open, everybody was bashing her, not knowing this is
not knowing. Hi,
I'm prego. That's why.
Because people are used to women at this age taking in they're prioritizing their job or career, or in this case, their matches or their athleticism in sports. And right now, she's taking advantage of just being who she wants to be, which I love it.
Yeah, gotta love her.
Gotta love it. Also, one other one. This one goes to Rachel Lee. Lee, I think it is. So she is the Army Senior Associate Athletic Trainer. Of course, you probably heard last Thursday there was a hockey match where the Army was playing. One of the players, Eric Hughes, there on the right, you can see he is a junior on the team. He took a skate to the neck in the game. In the game, this man took a skate to the neck.
Worst nightmare.
Could you
watch and
and watching her interview, she basically said that she had saw some commotion. She saw blood on the ice, immediately jumped over the rail and got there. And they said that because of her immediate response and her first aid while applying pressure to him and his neck until the EMT arrived, that's what saved his life. The surgeon even mentioned that had he got there any 5-10 minutes later, he wouldn't have made it.
He would have bled out.
So the whole Atlantic Hockey named her Player of the Week on Monday. They also, at their game on Sunday, Army gave him a standing ovation, and she was honored before that game on Sunday. So big kudos to her.
That is great. Man,
I know.
I worry about that with ice skating or anything at those places.
My ankles can't even do ice skating, let alone deal with
Yeah, I don't want to do no kind of skating right now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't want to do any kind of skating right now.
But yeah, I mean, and we're just in a place right now where it's like all these medical issues are happening and people are unfortunately falling and during athletic plays or at school. There was another one someone that had passed away at, I don't know what the school was.
Foothills.
Yeah. Or not, out here, but there's one in college too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, college. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So sad.
It is.
A few sneaker drops, just a couple. That's all I got. The retro Jordan 1 OGs True Blues. These will be out on the 14th. So that's what? Saturday? Is that Saturday? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right. Then we also got I don't even know where this name came from, but these are the Dunk Lows, the Montreal Bagels.
They look like bagels.
Do they?
With the little seeds on them.
Seeds on, I guess.
It's a sesame seed bagel.
Well, then that should be called a sesame seed bagel, unless Montreal is known for sesame seed bagels. I don't know. I'm just curious.
They look like sesame seeds.
I guess. Shout out to Litzy because for the 200th time, the pandas are restocking on January 19th, and I know Lissy's still trying to get her pair, so I'm even chiming in for her.
I pray that she gets her pair because these are like the new K-Swiss out there. Everybody's got these. If they're not these, in the van.
Speaking of a K-Swiss, this almost has a similar look, but
the heck is that?
The Adidas Foam Superstar. These are literally like a slip-on Croc. It looks like, but without the holes. I don't know.
I'm so not into this.
I can't. And do you see how high that sole is? Like this could be like maybe a good couple inches for you fellas.
And it's all white like that. I don't get it.
And probably rubber.
You guys listen. Go out there and find you some Raf Simons or something else that's gonna be unique if you're gonna go that way. Like for real. Like
those things are ugly. Just give it up.
They are.
Give it up. Anyway, that's all I got. Hey, great show.
Yes.
Thank you again to Bizkit and Butta.
Yes.
Or however Mo wants to say it.
Bizkit and Butta. I like that.
Maybe you should be on the intro if they do one and you can just say, shout out to Biscuits and Butta for the
Butta.
That'd be hilarious.
Yes.
But we appreciate them for coming on and joining us and sharing their music. Honestly, I feel like we should listen to let me just get like a little blurb of Casamigos on the way out because I feel like that's what it is. So we appreciate y'all. Be back next week and have a great weekend. Let's go Wild Cards. Let's go Seattle.
Come on,
miracle.
Seattle. Come on,
all right.
Jaguars. Beat the Chargers.
Yeah. We'll see you next week, guys.
All right. We're out.